You better say your prayers, you flea-bitten varmint. I'm gonna blow you to smithereens.
You do that and I'll kill you.
Welcome to another evening of Bullshitting with Bob. And tonight we're going to be talking to Adam of Throatpunch. How you doing tonight, Adam?
Yeah, I'm doing.
Right on, brother. Now, you guys hail out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. Is that correct?
We do. The Atlanta, Georgia, downtown and surrounding regions, known as Metro Atlanta. Like more like they're all like Marietta and Bumfuck, from downtown.
Right on. Now, how long has Throatpunch been around?
Well, Throatpunch as a band, minus me, has been around, almost 10 years probably.
Oh, wow.
They were called Manic before I joined the band. I guess, when did I join the band? It was like 2008, man. This July was my 4th year anniversary of Throatpunch. So, I've been with them for quite a minute. And, they've been together for a goddamn long time. Bob, Paul, and Victor are kind of like the nucleus, I guess you could say. But, yeah. Did I lose you? It would totally make sense for me to have something like that happen.
Now, before we started talking on the air, you were picking on somebody in the back, and who is that you were picking on?
Doesn't matter. Don't worry about him. It's the baddest motherfucker in the world that he doesn't get it. It's some maggot from some fucking place shit I don't even know about.
Now, I want to let you know that we have Paul from Throatpunch is in the chat room right now.
Oh, yeah?
He is.
Tell him I said not to say anything fucking stupid.
Oh, and I got Deanna in the chat room. Want me to tell you, hey.
Hey.
It looks kind of, I don't know, kind of gay, like, hi, Adam. Uh-oh. Deanna's stirring some shit up in the chat room, by the way. She's asking Paul if he has any secrets.
Paul has lots of secrets.
So, now let me ask you, how's the response been, to y'all's music and also during live shows?
The response to our music, for those who hear it, everybody seems to really enjoy it, man. Like, even people who, typically don't listen to that kind of music, and people are 99.5%. Holy shit, all of the time. So, usually people are probably just saying they like it because I'm standing in front of them and they don't want to A, get punched in the mouth, or B, they want something from me. So you never can really tell. But at shows, people get the fuck down and mosh like a motherfucker, and I love it. And it seems like they're really digging it. And I get off more than fucking anybody looking out and seeing a bunch of kids fucking killing each other to my music. I love that. Like, I love it. It's why I do it. Goddamn, wish there was more of us, but there's not. But the ones that there are, they fucking mean it, and I love that.
Right on.
As like, as far as press goes and like all that shit, apparently we seem to be doing pretty good, getting a good response. I don't know. I think we're alright.
Paul's saying that you gotta see a live Throatpunch show. Now,
yeah, Paul would say some dumb shit like that, some generic lame shit like that. Tell him just to go ahead and tell him he can take the night off and just listen.
like I was telling you, we're
I'm totally joking. I'm joking. Tell him I'm just joking and I love him. Tell him I love him.
Oh, he's listening to you right now.
Okay, tell him I love him. I love you very much. much, and I'll snuggle when I see him tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
We'll snuggle. He can even be the little spoon if he wants.
Now, are y'all getting any kind of label interest at all?
You know, as far as that goes, I'm the singer. I don't know. You know, I don't know what to tell you. I haven't been paying much attention. I do know that we do have had a few label offers, but as far as you know, dealing with those people and making deals like that, we all kind of do it together. We haven't really, nobody's really apparently gotten anything worth interest of bringing to the table. We've had a few things that we've gone over, but it's not really our goal or angle that we're taking with this band necessarily. We're kind of like, actually our guitarist Bob got us incorporated, and we're taking a very independent approach to it. We've got some good connections through Mr. Corey Lowry, and Clint Lowry really helped us out too. His big brother is in the band 7 Dust.
Right.
They helped us out a lot on the debut album, recording some leads, getting it recorded to a quality that's, you know, good enough to be on the radio. So we don't really need a label to do that, and we've been able to kind of cost efficient put it out there, and thanks to the internet, Spotify, and iTunes, all that shit, we've been able to, you know, kind of be really accessible to the people that like our music without a label. So basically all we need is those people to come out to shows and buy a fucking t-shirt and shit. We'll be rip-roaring ready to go without a label, but, you know, I don't know. We're just taking a more independent approach, I guess you could say. We would definitely talk to any label that wants to throw an idea our way, but, you know, for most part, you know, our creative interests and our intellectual property aren't so much for sale, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Like, we're looking for, you know, as far as, like, you know, we'd be more like teaming up with the label rather than, like, signing to one, as far as, like, getting, like, some kind of help with distribution or, like, funding for touring or something like that, you know what I mean? We don't really want to give up too many of our rights, and so it's kind of posing an issue and a problem for us, but, you know, our main goal is honestly to get over to Europe. I really think if we get over there, you know, like, talking to some of those people, definitely take off a whole lot quicker than we're going here, because we're still, you know, we've got our second album coming out soon. Not a lot of people know about it yet. It's about, you know, 3/4 of the way done. We're going to go into the studio and get it recorded, but we're, you know, like I said, this is my 4th year with Throatpunch, and, you know, obviously the first year or so, year and a half or so, you know, it's been kind of getting acquainted and, you know, getting, you know, in the same snuggie, if you will, as far as the music goes, to where, you know, we get a room and fucking, we could literally do a show and just start playing, you know what I mean? And that's like the benefit of being with people for so long. But the long and short of that is, we're our 4th year that I've been with them, and we're still pushing our first CD. So it's like, you know, as far as getting things going, we're about to drop another one, you know, I think that's going to get our buzz going even more, and I think the more you go, the more of a buzz you get. You know, like I said, with the internet, you know, labels are becoming less and less necessary. I mean, as far as this, you know, they help with, like, building a web presence, they help with, you know, booking good tours, and they help with, like, yeah, it all boils down to a bunch of politics and bullshit like that at the end of the day. It's like, you know, and we got whose phone number and so on and so forth, and it ends up being a giant mess.
You know, I was going to bring that up as well, man, that, you know, really with social media sites and a lot of different sites that are available to bands these days, I mean, it's feasible for you to go totally DIY, not to rely on a label or even, you know, an indie label. You can do everything yourself. You can make your own shirts. You know, you can find your deals via, you know, these social media sites, and you have places to put music up, and you can sell it all digitally. You know, I have to agree with you, man. I think record labels are going to be gone.
Right. Dude, fuck, if you got any kind of money behind you, you're good. And that's the dilemma of every band. And that's not a dilemma, that's everybody's dilemma. We all work other fucking jobs, you know what I mean? We bust our ass doing whatever the fuck we do. And like, at the end of the day, the rush of doing this is fucking being able to watch people respond to, you know, something I fucking artistically created and fucking enjoy doing, like, is more rewarding than anything. Dude, I fucking pay anything for that shit. So, you know, I'll bust my ass to do another job to do it. Nothing would be greater than to be able to be fucking paid to do it, or at least be able to sustain ourselves. We're gonna eat some fucking cheeseburgers every day. That's everybody's dilemma, man. Is the money, and man, that's where the labels come in. They offer you a bunch of money from like what I've met and like everybody I know that's in the industry, what I've seen, you know, like past experiences. Like the old school bands don't have anymore. There's no more fucking Motley Crues. There's no more like multi-million-dollar record with deals anymore, unless you're fucking playing like pop music. I mean, fucking hats off to fucking Mastodon, you know what I mean? Like, the boys are like probably like the last ones I can fucking think of to sign a fucking deal, you know what I mean? And be heavy in of our culture of people, you know what I mean? So it's like, that shit does not happen anymore. I mean, like, the dilemma, and then, you know, it's just about getting on the road and getting the good shows and like doing it yourself and continuing to go. If you got any money, you know what I mean, you're good without a label, but that seems to be the issue, you know? What's up?
But yeah, Adam, you know, again, I have to agree with you. You know, it's hard getting in there and doing that without the financial backing. I know back in the day, my band used to do what we call dartboard touring. And basically that's sticking a map on a wall and throwing darts at it, and wherever it hits is where you're going to play.
You go play, right? You hop in the fucking van and go do it. Play for 10 people and down to fucking.
And well, we were lucky to eat fucking ramen noodles, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we made enough money to pay for gas and, you know, strings when we needed them, sticks.
The 99 cent menu is created for bands.
Yeah.
Straight up. What do you call a rock star without a girlfriend?
Say again?
What do you call a rock star without a girlfriend?
Broke and homeless.
You heard that joke before. Exactly.
No, but that's basically it.
That's what's true, man. You know what I'm saying? But like, goddamn, it's worth it, man, to watch people enjoy my music and be on. I really fucking like. It's really cool, man. Way capable to go fucking park and I'll fucking do whatever, you know what I mean? It's so good, dude. I enjoy my life.
Right on.
And I consider myself lucky to be able to do it. But I wish I could find my goddamn shoes. Oh, there we go. It was good. Yeah. I got a hot-ass girlfriend, too. That's another benefit. Yeah.
Now, Paul over here in the chat room's throwing out that y'all have shirts to sell. And
oh, yeah, we got matches, so we got hot pops.
Now, Deanna, at the beginning of the interview, was in chat saying that she has all of your links. We're going to test that tonight. Deanna?
Oh, yeah, fucking test drive. I'd like to see, man. That's pretty cool, man.
Deanna, what is the link to where they can buy shirts?
What is it? Are you asking me or are you asking her?
Oh, I'm asking Deanna in the chat room. Oh, she got it. Throatpunchmusic.com.
Well, I said, goddamn, Throatpunchmusic.com. We got Facebook/ThroatpunchMetal. Or it's either metal or music for the Facebook. I don't fucking know. I'm terrible at this. But then we got our Reverb Nation account, which is reverbnation.com/ThroatpunchMetal. Yeah, Throatpunchmusic.com, though. That's the one. That's the one we pay for and shit.
Oh, Deanna's got this. She's got the Throat Punch music. She's got Reverb Nation, Throat Punch Metal, the YouTube page. Uh-oh. She's got Facebook Throat Punch Metal, MySpace Throat Punch Music. Wow.
Dude, she's all over it. She's hired. See, now here's one thing we are looking for. Aside from, like, you know, it's not like so much a label for him, man. Like, I'm honestly, and it's like, I think there's a lot of musicians and bands out there right now that are, like, thinking this way, and, like, I've seen some people be, you know, semi-successful, you know, at least able to pay their way and fucking be able to do it with zero cost. But, like, my goal is to find not even really necessarily a manager, but a booking agent. Get, like, you know, somebody who is a good at booking agent, somebody who is already, like, established. And that is, like, really, it sounds almost farcical for me to even suggest that someone, you know, like, of the caliber that we would need. I'm talking about getting on, like, Slayer tours, like, big tours that we can, like, get investment to buy onto, you know what I mean? That's the idea.
Right.
But, like, we need, like, you know, a booking agent involved. And in order to do that, we got to kind of tour around and do those shows, like, play that dart game like you were talking about. I think that's, like, the angle bands should be taking right now. Get good relationships with people like that that have the ability to get them, and then set up a business plan. And picture like it's like you're going to, like, sell merch. Like, welcome to the t-shirt hot sauce business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it costs this much to buy onto this tour. We know this booking agent that can get us connected there. You know what I mean? And we're going to go there and do this. This is how much money it costs for us to do this. Buy this amount of shirts. Yada, 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 yada. Fucking we'll throw this. And that way we'll be able to eat a fucking cheeseburger and be able to see the fucking world and scream at it. And that is the whole idea.
Yeah, but that dollar menu does get old quick, doesn't it?
Having some kind of booking agent, somebody who's got the connections. This chick with all the links, man, hired you. She knows some stuff. She knows more than I do. I'm in the fucking band. But that's not really a thing, if you know what I mean. I drink a lot.
It's all good, brother.
It gets me in trouble.
Now, on that booking agent, we've got something in the works, and as soon as it gets a little more solidified, I'll have Dee contact you and talk to you about it a little bit. Maybe we could do something for you on that aspect.
Hell yeah.
But
where's my Newcastle? Sorry, I didn't mean to plug Newcastle. I'm gonna get in trouble. Hey everybody, where's Newcastle? All I want to know is who opened this one and then fucking Frank, because I know it wasn't me. You know, tough and stuff. HR stuff and stuff. What's Paul doing? Is he still in that chat room jacking it?
Uh-oh, Paul's in the chat room jacking it is what's being said. Paul, you going to defend yourself?
He's not going to defend himself. Hey, we need more cigarettes. Hey, motherfuckers. Well, nobody would take me to the store because I needed cigarettes. Nobody would go to the store. They kept saying they were going to go to the store, so I'm stuck smoking these goddamn menthol cigarettes. They're disgusting. Fuck you. I like them.
Now, let me ask you. I always ask this question because I always get a few funny stories out of it. Who of the band is the biggest prankster?
Who's the biggest prankster?
Yeah, who pulls the most jokes?
That's definitely Sample Walker. His real name's Kerry Bloomquist, and he's definitely the biggest prankster. His pranks are not funny. Just let that be known. That's the most important thing to be known. He is a serious prankster because just because none of us else are really like pranking around that much, because you know life sucks and then you die. But Kerry's being funny about it, but he's just really not that good at it. Honestly, he's pretty annoying. But he definitely is a prankster. But yeah, annoying is what I would say about prankster. And you know. I mean, all you gotta do is look at him and he's wearing a fucking I'm sorry. I meant death.
Now, out of the band, who's usually the victim of most of these pranks?
Well, actually, Kerry starts the pranks, but then ends up being the victim of his own prank. That's how much of a stupid asshole he is. We love him to death, but yes, he ends up being, you know, he tries to pick on Paul all the fucking time. And, you know, he tries to get in conflict, but as soon as, you know, anybody hears it, you know, he's pretty much immediately stopped. And then you just end up looking like a goober.
Well, now, how was the recording process? You guys go to a studio, or is this kind of a DIY recording?
The one that you have?
Yeah.
The album?
Yeah.
That was in a variety, in a number of places, actually. The instrumentation was a DIY kind of thing. We did that at Flytrap Studios, which is a studio that we own up in, or used to own up in Kennesaw. We don't operate up there any longer for reasons to be left unsaid. However, we recorded the drums and the guitars and the bass, like the rhythm guitars and the bass at there. And we took the hard drive from there because we had Pro Tools for some of the same software as Mr. Corey Lowry. And he played in Stuck Mojo and Stereo 5. I'm pretty sure you guys know that guy. Anyhow, we took our hard drive down to that guy, and he plugged it into his computer machine and pulled it on up, mixed it on down, and we ended up sort of simultaneously firing our lead guitarist at the time, so it sort of sucked, but we were going to drop it anyways, and then Clint heard the mixing and what was going on and graciously offered his services and tracked the leads in a short amount of time, and there we had it. And so that was actually done in Seven Dust's practice space. So it started from Kennesaw, then Seven Dust's practice space down at Avatar, and then I tracked my vocals in their practice space as well at on Corey's machine. So it was kind of done in between his studio and ours. He operates literally, like, that's what I'm saying about it being so easy to do it yourself. Like, we're literally in a, you know, fucking practice space, man. Like, he's operating on a computer in the corner of a room. Granted, he's endorsed, I think, by Pro Tools. He's got top of the line shit. Great gear, great mind, great guy, very knowledgeable, is an excellent engineer, obviously. But, dude, we fucking did it in the corner of his room and in the corner of our room, and then some mastering here and there elsewhere. But for the most part, it's done in practice space in the basement.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we go ahead and let the listeners in the chat room hear a few songs.
Okay, let's do that. Which ones are you playing?
Grease, Box, or Commando?
Let me get back down here to the page, and let's see. We've got Pain and Prose and Demonica.
Pain and Prose and Demonica. Rock it out, man.
And it's going right now, so we'll be back in a few, folks. Stick around, fuckers. All right. Welcome back to the show, metalheads. You're listening to Bullshitting with Bobby right here on Brutiful Metal Radio, and we've got Andy on the line with us from Throatpunch. Welcome back.
Yeah, my name is Andy. What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
I'm fucking Adam. But you can call me Andy. Shit, I don't care. I don't have no name. I'm the devil.
Well, how about we call you Amdy?
Andy. Charlie. I want to be called Charlie from now on, though. I think I'm going to start calling myself Chuck. Charlie. Yep. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I am in Throatpunch. I swear to God, whatever his name is, that dude. That guy.
Now, we were doing some...
Fucking weed over there, you fucking crazy asshole, and you can't even share.
Now, Adam, we were discussing during the break about, you know, you having a dog that likes to bring sticks to you, and we discussed the philosophy of WWGGD.
Oh, yeah, what would GG do?
Let's explain that to the fans, if you would, out there.
You know, if you don't know who GG Allen is, fuck you. And second of all, setting this whole crazy thing, WWGGD. What would GG do? You know, when life sucks and you think it's down, you know, you can't find your toothpaste, knock your fucking teeth out. Take your shit on yourself. Because you know what? Who cares? That's just where, you know, we're drunk, we're drinking. What would GG do? It was funnier in the moment. They couldn't even get it. You know what? And in all reality, if I was wearing that bracelet, I'm actually not doing what Gigi would do right now. He would be very upset because what Gigi would do is not entertain the fucking fans and not share that enjoyable, funny moment that we just both had because you know what? Fuck them. That's what Gigi would do. Well, we love our fans.
Now, have you guys been playing any shows lately?
Yeah, we have. We played down in Warner Robins for like 5 kids a couple of weeks ago. But our upcoming show is actually quite important. It's for a good cause and shit too. We're actually playing with a band called Hot Way.
Hang on just a second. My attack force is gathering strength.
Hot dog's quiet shit. He's all behaved. He's sitting here with his stick. But yeah, man. I'm gonna start talking shit back to your dog. That's a big dog. He doesn't know that. What I do. But anyway, yeah, we got October 6th at the 120 Music Hall up in Marietta by the Big Chicken. That's Guidelines. It's going to be the cancer care benefit, and it's us and Halcyon Way headlining, and then
That's awesome.
of Atlanta local awesomeness. And all proceeds go to cancer research and, you know, all that. Like Splitzar says, so your father's got the big K cancer. You know, sucks. Bad. Don't like it. That's the next show. That'll be great.
Right on.
Then we're working on that second album, and that's kind of occupying the majority of our time. We're kind of going in another direction, and still keeping it heavy, of course. Add more music as well. Yeah, so I did this here and there. I believe that when we get close to something. But that ought to be a good one. All information is on the Facebook page, and, you know, the website, all that jazz.
You know, it never fails. The only dog that's still barking is the smallest of them.
See what now?
So the only dog that's still trying to bark is the Chihuahua, the little one.
Of course, Chihuahuas are fucking assholes all the time.
So
I want to get chill as shit. Not quiet. He's a kid out. Fuck your ass.
But yeah, folks, this is real internet here. We got dogs over here that running around.
It's like, hey, you want to listen to two dudes? Bullshit. Oh wait, that's the name of the show. We're talking about nothing. Oh, but you were talking about selling shit. Yeah, let's sell some shit while I'm talking about nothing. If you go to that website, the hot sauce, man, is actually about to change. Like, I'm about to start making it myself, my own personal recipe, because aside from music, I love to cook and make drinks and engage in culinary activities. And gonna have our own brand of Throatpunch hot sauce. Not only is the name relevant, but it'll be tasty too.
That's awesome, man. For real, y'all got some hot sauce coming out, right?
Do what now?
You really got some hot sauce coming out?
Fuck yeah, we do. I'm like cultivating the recipe right now. There's my homeboy up at one of these delicious Indian restaurants over here in fucking little 5 Points area where I live has graciously given me some of the Indian habanero peppers out of his wife's garden, which are also known as the ghost chilies, which are the hottest chili pepper known to man, registering at 500,000 on the Scoville scale.
Wow.
Nearly 500,000. It's pretty raunch.
Now, you know, throughout the years, I've got to sample some pretty fucking hot sauces, like, you know, Dave's Insanity, You know.
Oh yeah, that's just hot, man. Don't get me wrong, that's just hot. Like this is just, I'm gonna have multiple varieties and levels as well. I'll do a sweet one, I'll do like a mango habanero. It's a little cliche, but fuck, it tastes good. I like it. Add my own twist to it. I'll have one for the soldiers. It's like kill your mother, rape your dog, spicy, and then do a mild one. The mild one will still probably make your grandma cry.
It's funny you mention. It's funny you mention. For the soldiers, because actually when I was in the Army, I was stationed overseas, and me, my friend I was telling you about that lives in Atlanta, and another friend that right now he's still in. He's stationed at Bragg. But we used to get fucking shit-faced drunk off that German beer, and we would take the hot sauce, that insanity sauce, and put bratwurst on the grill, and it'd be like 3 a.m, and we're fucking just wasted, and we'd forget about them for about an hour and a half, and of course they'd be all split open,
scarred and burned to fuck, yeah, man.
but covered in Dave's insanity sauce, and oh man, we used to call them the evil brats. That's what we called them.
The evil brat.
Yeah, bro. They turned you into a total masochist.
Hell yeah, man.
It was so good you couldn't stop eating it.
Masochist when it comes to eating spicy food. I love it. Yeah, actually, you get those Indian ghost chilies in particular. They give you a literal endorphin rush, man. Your dopamine glands will actually kick in. Your adrenaline will start flowing. You'll start producing dopamine in your brain, and you'll literally get high off fucking spikes from a chili pepper and start laughing hysterically, sweating really hard. And it's also really, really good for you. I mean, aside from like the risk of getting like a stomach ulcer or some shit like that, it actually kind of cleans you out, man. You don't get polyps.
Yeah. But you folks out there listening, let me tell you guys out there listening, anything that goes in really fucking hot is going to come out.
Oh, no, we don't do that, man. It's sort of like spraying spearmint on your rectum in the morning. It's good. And if you don't mind a little mayonnaise on your rectum, then you're good. I mean, you got to be a tough-ass motherfucker, but hey. I try. But it tastes so good, I can't help myself.
Now, whenever you guys get ready to, start putting this on the market, I'm gonna definitely order a couple bottles of it.
Man, I'll send it to you fucking personally, homie.
Oh, that would be awesome, man. I appreciate that.
I'll let you be a tester, dude.
All right, I'll do it.
The prototype. Shit, you can come to my house and I'll smoke a butt and we'll fucking try them together.
There you go.
That's all I do.
But I remember the very first experience I had with that Dave's Insanity sauce. Of course, I was drunk like usual, and this guy brings me, the bottle, and I'm barely able to read the fucking label. The guy says, "You like hot shit, right?" Because originally I'm from Louisiana, and everything we eat's pretty fucking hot.
Oh yeah, Creole spicy.
Yep. And the guy says, "You like hot shit, right?" I'm like, "Sure." So here, try some of this. So I took me a Tostitos chip, and I poured that shit all over the Tostitos chip and ate it in one bite. Man, that was the wrong fucking answer.
Dude, you're all wasted, man. I fucking probably threw up everywhere. No, chill out. My tongue's freaking up. That's awesome, though, man. That shit. Did you puke?
No, I actually.
Did you throw up or did you take it?
I took it, bro. I had three beers left. I knocked them back to back. I stuck my mouth under the sink for a while. I didn't have any bread. I didn't have any milk.
Nice.
So yeah, I suffered all the way through it, and became a fan after that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Chug yourself a good beer, or a shot of whiskey or something right after that.
Yeah, well, we're trying to get old Deanna here. She's from up north, and I've been making a lot of Cajun food in here, like gumbo and jambalaya.
Oh, hell yeah, that's delicious.
And I kick it up a little bit. She's starting to build up to it now.
Yeah.
So she's going to have to sample that Throat Punch hot sauce.
I'll definitely have to make her bottle.
Yeah, I will spread the love throughout the household.
Special ingredient. Won't tell anybody what that is. But it's fucking special.
Now, you
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
Now, you guys were mentioning earlier about going back into the studio. About what time frame you guys looking at going back in?
Hopefully, if everything goes well, we stay on schedule here. We will be in the studio around my birthday, which is coming up here in December. So, beginning of December, we're looking at going into the studio, dropping the album around the new year.
Oh, that's cool.
So, that's what I'm hoping. Most likely that won't happen because, shit doesn't ever go right. Murphy's Law is the fucking way.
Yeah, I like to strangle that Murphy motherfucker myself.
We'll get through it.
Yeah, Deanna in here says she is a Yankee, and I can attest to that fact. She is a Yankee. But it's funny, she lives here in the South.
Yeah, we love her anyway.
Yeah.
She knows all the websites. That's her path. It's alright.
Now,
I'm like a Florida boy. I'm like a non-existent. Neither Yankee nor Southern. I'm just a Floridian.
You call a Vegas person a Yankee, I just don't.
well, Mom always called you a Yankee, but she calls anybody from outside Louisiana a Yankee.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandmother's straight Southern belle all the way, man. Member of the Daughters of the American Revolution.
Yeah.
All that shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Robert E. Lee is actually my uncle in some way, shape, or form.
So, about how many songs you think is going to be on this next album?
Do what now?
About how many songs do you think will be on the next album?
We're looking to drop about 10 to 12, man. We're doing the full length. We've got like 6 written right now that are pretty solid, and then they're played. And then we've got several ideas coming, man. We kind of do different, but this also comes as like a benefit of not being on a label and not having a fucking time schedule and somebody breathing down your neck telling you what to do. You can totally take the time to write a song for the sake of writing a song and approach making an album like making an album, and you can really focus on the art of it without rushing it. If you got writer's block, no fucking problem. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's not like you're making money anyway. So, we really have time to focus on writing each song as its own entity and really give it the time needed to make sure it's right. And I like to spend a lot of time on the lyrics and vocal aspect of things. And I'm really trying a lot of new stuff on the new CD. So, got about 4 more to go before I will think about dropping it. And hopefully we'll get a couple of more in there that come out of us in the process and give some people more shit to listen to. But I always like even people wanting a little more. I think it's a good practice, if you will.
Yeah,
well.
It seems like people that overwhelm the CD with 14, 16 songs, people tend to lose interest quick.
Right. It's a little redundant after a minute. Say what you need to say. Hang it out.
Now,
That's another thing about the labels that I don't like is they're, fucking format and formulas and this song needs to be this long to be fucking do this, fucking do that. How about no?
I don't know, man. You know, well, whatever you sit there creating, it don't matter if it's a 3-minute or a 9-minute song. And like I was saying last night on the interview I had, I always prefer a longer song because it seems like you get more out of it. You know, the artist allows you to take you from, you know, one place to a different place and within the song, and you really get to feel the vibe of the artist, you know, landscape that they're trying to paint musically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's an exploration of the artist's mind. And articulation of their emotion, you know, which might not necessarily fit into a specific amount of time. I like that mode. Yeah, brother.
Now, who were some of your influences, you know, growing up that really made you want to grab a mic and start singing?
Watching Maynard, man. Tool is my favorite band of all time. I really think they're like Pink Floyd of our generation, dude. Watching him up there, it's like Maynard, and you know, while you know he's not so much about the music, G.G. Allen, of course, dude. You know, and he said it was his. I will quote him right here. His music is not so much to entertain, but to annihilate. And Maynard's not so much like that. He's more artistic. But the thing I liked about those guys is like you can tell that they're up there, and you know, God bless my fans. I love them. I like, you know, I really, really, really appreciate the fact that they're there and they enjoy what I'm doing and they seem to feel what I'm feeling. But the feeling of letting go and not even thinking about the fans and being up there for me and nobody else, and letting go and just truly losing myself in the music and just like, dude, I like watch the videos of me and I get embarrassed sometimes. I do a bunch of weird shit, but it's just like, that's the best feeling in the world to me, man. And I saw Tool perform and Maynard just seemed to really go away. Him and then like there's guys like Phil and Selma that are fat fuck ass too. Like I blend that style as well. Like this just aggressive in your face like attack mode, man. It's just how I kind of just let go. And there's this beautiful element to it. There's this violent element to it. There's this, I don't know, but it's just like the front men that I really admire and my inspirations are the dudes that are up there and like the Lane Staley's of the world, the Maynards, fucking Kurt Cobain, dudes that are up there because they have something to fucking say and they have something that they're passionate about and they fucking mean it. They're not up there to get laid. They're not up there to fucking get $1 million. They're not up there. I mean, if it comes, great, and of course it will, and everybody's got, you know, that at some level of it, but it's, you know, they're there for themselves. And what's going on is fucking, it's not real. I mean, to apply words to it kind of degrades the meaning to me a little bit, man. But that's it, dude.
Right on. Now, when you guys, whatever you guys play live, do the songs kind of change, you know, due to the vibe that you have on stage that night, or do they stay the same as you record them?
I'm sorry, say again?
I said, whenever you guys play live, do the songs change to the vibe of the evening? You know, in other words, say y'all do like a long jam session?
Dude, we're kind of methodical about it, and then we've got it, like, you know, so fucking down that we don't really think about it. We just get up there, and the vibe of the crowd definitely affects the performance. And yeah, the music will change as far as, like, tempo and shit like that, but, I mean, the lyrics and the music, for the most part, stay pretty much tied to the same, but, like, you know, the presentation, the level of energy, and, you know, my intensity, I really do, like, but, you know, like, I just got done talking about how I'm up there for me and all that, and at the same time, I feed off of a crowd, like, it's nobody's business, dude. Like, to me, really what's going on there is kind of like some next level energy shit, which we can talk about for hours and hours in another session, but, I definitely feed off of a fucking crowd that's getting off on what I'm doing, whether it be a fucking couple of thousand people rocking out or fucking 20 kids that just are all about what I'm doing, you know what I mean?
Right.
I definitely, the performance Start his fight. He fucking come to cancer care.
You know what?
Hours away.
You guys are not that far away from us. It's between 3 and 4 hours, and we may just show up, and I might end up having to do me a.
House. I mean, how about that?
Right on.
There you go.
Hell yeah, brother. And I'll end up doing a live review of you guys too, if you don't mind, and popping that up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. But I'm on it doing the fucking interview. Quit interrupting me. Goddamn asshole. Anyway.
So, how's the scene in Atlanta? Is it pretty good? You have a lot of bands, a lot of places to play?
Scene? See, that's the sad thing. The scenes are kind of dying, and there's not enough support. The kids that do mean it, man, there are some kids out here that support us and come to the shows, and there's a lot of us to play, and, you know, there aren't a lot of us, sadly, but the ones that there are really fucking mean it, man, and it's really cool to see everybody out, man. You know, like everybody else, you know, we really hope that it grows and continues to get bigger, but, you know, to be fucking brutally honest, man, I'm not gonna lie, man, I could be a lot happier and more impressed with the music scene than the one that exists in Atlanta, for sure. Well, what? I want to see my esteemed colleague here, who does occasionally have something profound to say, seems to have something to say. What do you got to say? They want to know. The Atlanta music scene is fucking shit, bro. Okay, well, here we have a fan speaking, never mind. Well, no, I could be wrong. I'm speaking, okay, and don't get me wrong. Like I said, he didn't hear my previous comment. You're listening to your kid that likes the like shit that not a lot of people like. So the fact that there's not a lot of us, he likes because he gets off on the camaraderie. Because what I just said, Mike, is that there aren't a lot of us, but the ones that there are really fucking mean it. And that's beautiful to me.
Yes.
To see that everybody that is there enjoying the fucking music. But as far as there being a real big giant following and a big music scene in Atlanta where there's just like, you know, a musician can feed himself, it ain't there, you know what I mean? Like kids that come out, like I said, the scene that is there, they love it, and we love them, and fuck goddamn it, they're awesome. And it's like, but, you know, metal in Atlanta seems to be coming back a little bit, but, everybody wants to see the metal scene get bigger, man. It wouldn't be metal if the fucking scene was huge. You know what I'm saying? Shit. We've always been underground, man. We'll always be underground.
You know, that was another comment I made last night, too. You know, metal goes through highs and lows, and, you know, in the 80s it was real huge. Every band, it seemed like, was playing arenas. Then all of a sudden, you know, it fell out and everybody was back to playing bars. And I always think that the best music comes from the underground. It's not touched by the corporate swine. It's not twisted by the money backers or anything like that. It's honest metal.
That's it. There because they mean it. Let's sing it at a bar if we have to. Fuck it. We're gonna rock it. We're gonna do it in our goddamn boxer shorts and combat boots. Because you know what? WWGGD.
Yep. Well, I tell you what, on that note, I'm gonna pop up a couple more songs.
Rock them out, man.
I've got Nemesis, and I can't read all of that when it's in the playlist. Let me see if I can move this over some.
So,
there we go. We got Nemesis.
You play Pains and Prayers, Demonic, and Nemesis. So the next one should be The Devil's Parade, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one after that should be either Fester and Dementia or Mr. Moneybags. Or no, Sick of You should be the one after that.
Yeah, it's going to be Devil's Parade, Sick of You, and Fester and Dementia.
Alright, cool. Rock 'em out, man.
Right on, brother. This is coming at you live. Brutiful Metal Radio, Bullshit with Bob show. Stick around, fuckheads. Alrighty, people. We are back live. You listen to Bullshit with Bob on Brutiful Metal Radio, and I've got Adam, which I said correctly this time.
Yeah, good job.
Had to work on it a little bit, practice the whole break. Adam, and, it worked.
I need to feel less important.
Now, I was telling you, during the break, I've got to hear a couple of the songs that, Deanna and Buffy play on the air, and that was my first time hearing, oh, hell.
Fester.
It was, Fester and Dementia.
Alright.
And, dude, I'm telling you, you guys deliver the goods, man. That shit is fucking brutal. I love it.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, we're definitely coming out there, dude.
Bring it.
And, yeah, we got to witness that. And if everything works out correctly, we might even be able to broadcast that live via the radio station.
Dude, that'd be killer, man.
If you guys are down for that.
Man, that give us some great exposure, dude. We'd be grateful for that, man. That'd be really, really cool.
Right on, brother. Right on. We'll damn sure try to make that happen.
Hell yeah, bro.
Now, let's get to some juicy, on the road stories.
Juicy on the road story.
Yeah, when you got that one fan that just totally defiles himself somehow, too drunk.
Yeah, well, we were coming back. Well, I always do that. I throw up on myself on stage all the time. I purposefully, try to make Carrie as uncomfortable as possible. But we were coming back from the Ollie Green show or whatever, and, I'm kind of a dirty dude to begin with, but, I've literally had a homeless person come up to me once, look at my feet, and be like, "Damn, dude, I'm fucking homeless, and that's disgusting." And so, it was just, and, my feet smell like shit. So, we get done doing Ollie Green Festival or whatever, or serious back, and I take my shoes off, and I fall asleep. Carrie was sleeping. I'm sitting there right next to his face. He woke up, started yelling at me. I don't know. I'm not that good at telling stories, man. I can't remember shit. If that does happen, I think you see it definitely something. I don't know. What's a juicy, crazy story? I don't know. I hit this girl in the face with a dead mackerel once.
Now, I had Deanna in the chat room ask a question. She wants to know if you could play on any stage in the world, any one stage, where would it be?
Oh, wow, that's kind of a tough question, but it would probably be somewhere that I've never been before, so I don't know the name of it, but in my head it has a magical and awesome vibe. No, not so much a field. I'm thinking more of like a canyon, like a big giant, almost like a Red Rock amphitheater, big giant epic canyon. Maybe it's Tibet. I'd like to go yell at the Tibetan monks.
Now, if you could jam, or if you could share a stage, this one stage with any one band, what would be that one band?
As far as the band that I'm in now in musical congruency, I would have to say probably Meshuggah or, Slayer, of course, would be fun to play with, but Pantera, if I had the option of anybody. I mean, unfortunately, that'll never happen, but I would love to share the show Cool fucking shit, dude. Alright.
Now, you know, as far as
personally, if I could be on stage with anybody doing the music that, like, I do or whatever, and it was musically, yada, 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 I would love to share the stage and have it be equally respected and returned by Tool. Like, I would love to play with Tool and just, like, feel that energy and that vibe from that perspective.
right on.
Versus going out in the crowd, but being up there and participating and conducting that kind of energy would be a really magical, cool thing to experience.
Now, you know, you were talking about Pantera and Never Happening Again. There's been talk.
No, there's no talk. What the fuck are you talking about? Dudes underground, they'll never happen.
No.
Yeah, get another guitarist and you can replay it and recreate it. That's not the Pantera I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it depends. It depends on the guitar player that gets in with them.
It's great, so great, Jerry Rex, great, all great. But dude, try to fucking fill Dimebag's shoes. Seriously, not gonna happen.
What would the sales be like?
The other guitar player they've been talking to is Zakk Wylde.
It's not Dimebag.
Exactly.
It's Miami. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if it's Steve Vai, dude. I'm not saying shit about their guitar playing skills. I'm not saying if they're bad or not. He's the best bitch, for sure. Like, if they were going to do a reunion tour and go around and definitely rock out and play some old school Pantera songs, it's cool. But it ain't Pantera. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is or how long they are. Zakk Wylde is great, dude. I have nothing against it, dude. He was in Black Sabbath. He held it down.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Amazing. He holds it down. But, like, at the end of the day, there's no more Dimebag, man. Like, and Dimebag, if any dude, not to mention their brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that musical connection just goes without saying.
You know,
what I mean?
I have to agree with you.
It's not at that, when you get to that level, you're not talking about skill. You're not comparing people's ability to play their instrument. You're talking about their dialect and their flavor and their style. And yeah, it can be mimicked and recreated all day long, but at the end of the day, there's certain things that certain people do. Everybody does it differently. Like, Zakk Wylde does his own thing, man. You know, like, when I listen to guitar, when I listen to any music, you don't have to tell me who I'm listening to. 99% of the time, you put on a CD, I know who it is. You put on a guitarist, I'll tell you who's playing it. You know what I mean? And it's like, Zakk Wylde has his own flavor. You can tell when Zakk Wylde's playing guitar. And Dimebag had that more than anybody, man. He was one of the, like, straight up heroes of the guitar world, man. He was one of the innovators, dude. They came out in, like, the late 80s, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he had his own fucking thing going, man. And yeah, it can be recreated and played. And dude, my guitar player has a Pantera cover band actually on the side, and he does a damn good job, man. And people can recreate it, but at the end of the day, it's not Dimebag, you know? It doesn't matter if it's James Hetfield or Zakk Wylde or whoever the fuck. It's not Dimebag. Not to say I won't go to the show. Not to say it won't.
You know,
you know what I'm saying, man.
like I said, I have to agree with you, but I would damn sure go see that show because I know
I'll be there.
Zakk Wylde will do Dimebag justice. They were the best of friends, you know. They were drinking buddies.
Dude, that is absolutely he will.
And
absolutely he will.
From
you can't dispute that at the end of the day, it's not Dime.
It is. You're absolutely right. But I don't think it would necessarily be Pantera regrouping. It may end up being like some kind of tribute or homage or something, you know.
That's what I mean. And if anything, if anybody was going to do it, Zakk Wylde, I think, is the most appropriate. Morrison, 9, comment 6. I'm 9, comment 9, comment. Sorry, my dog's carrying off around the neighborhood like yes, please. Come to me. I must be name on yeah. Yeah, good, danke. Danke, schön. Gotta train the German dogs in German, they listen better. both own the Southern metal style of music. But I mean, goddamn, at the end of the day, it would almost be sad, dude, like the nostalgia of watching it without Dimebag Darrell, dude. Without the pink beard, you got nothing.
Right.
That's just, to me, man, like, Throatpunch, to me, like, and I'm not comparing us to them in any way, shape, or form, dude. We don't shake a stick. But I'm just saying, Throatpunch to me is Bob, Paul, Victor, and myself. Like, we are the four that started in the basement. Ashley and Carrie have become essential parts. They don't leave. You know what I mean?
Right.
At the end of the day, like, if one of the four, like, founding fathers leave, it's done. You know? Like, none of us would ever, like, none of those four would ever go off and do a side project with other musicians. Whereas, like, Carrie and I, or Ashley and I, like, I could see us doing a side project somewhere. But, like, as far as the four of us go, it's like we play with each other or we don't fucking play. It's just kind of like brotherhood, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've fucking been playing for 4 goddamn years. We don't have to speak. We get in a room and music happens, and it's an extremely organic process. It takes a long time, and I mean, it's kind of a almost supernatural thing that exists. No, 9, corner and 6. Also, how's the key had comment? Just they're good, so yeah. Come and see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pump. On to house up. But,
Now, while you're on the subject of songwriting, is it something, do you have like one member of the band that's more the predominant songwriter, or is it, you know, everyone's involved with the process?
we all ride together for the most part. This new album, like the first album came together literally with me and Bob and Victor all in one room, just hashing it out, just kind of jamming. And this time, Ashley's composed 3/4 of what we got done so far. Bob does the other. We're working on the other ideas and still kind of mishmashing some things together, but the solid ones we have have been a combination of sort of everybody writing. I've sort of taken a different approach as far as stepping back a little more than I usually do. It's been in the writing process and letting the instrumentation take more control, and then I go in and, you know, obviously I have a lot to do with like the structuring. That's kind of my strength, I guess, in the band. Like
right.
I come in, they come up with riff ideas and, you know, progression ideas, chord progression, so on and so forth. I come in and, you know, like determine what's a verse, what's a chorus. I will sometimes organically, like if they'll come up with an idea that's already structured out, say, and they have like an idea, they'll go ahead and jam it, and I'll ad-lib over the top of it. I'll just listen to myself in the music, not even really necessarily think about the lyrics, the words, or anything, just kind of like go through it and vocalize over it. We record everything that we do, so then I go back and listen to it and apply words and so on and so forth. Apply what I was feeling at the time. Obviously, I'm going to say words occasionally, and they usually apply to like the feeling of the music, but we try to make it as organic as possible, but we all definitely take a large part of running it. As far as like who does the most, it's pretty much evenly spread. It's like, you know, I sort of find myself oftentimes sort of having the final say as far as the structure goes, and like what I want here and what I want there, yada yada yada, and like cause they sort of we sort of structure everything around my vocals and the lyrics of the song, and that's just kind of how it goes. But as far as like coming up with the riffs lately, it's been all Ashley and Bob, and you know, Victor writes his own parts obviously, and Carrie does what he does.
Right on. Now, do a lot of times, do you first create the lyrics of the song and then they kind of work around that, or does the music happen and then you kind of fill it in and shape the song around the lyrics?
Dude, honestly, definitely both ways. That happens both ways. You know, we have a song on the new album. It's called Dope. You know, I'll fucking say it. I've had a recent problem with heroin, and I've managed to battle that into submission. That's something a lot of people are able to do. And we have a song. It's called Dope. It's kind of about that. And it sort of happened one night when we were all just kind of jamming, and I was sort of in like a withdrawal phase. The lyrics just sort of came out in that manner, and it sort of moved everybody in the band. And you know, nobody's really ever gone down that path aside from myself. And for those who know, you know, we pray that those of you that don't know never do understand what we're talking about. But it's a fucking cold road, man. And my fucking bandmates were really affected by the words I was saying that night, apparently, and we got them on recording. And that song in particular, we're molding the music around the words, because the words are the important part. Like Paul literally says that it sends a chill down his spine and makes him feel like he's a fucking junkie and shit like that. And you know, that makes me feel good, because that means I articulated effectively what I was trying to say.
Right.
But a lot of other times, like Mr. Moneybags was written literally in 30 seconds. Like it was written in the same amount of time as long as the song. Like we just caught it on tape and then went back and revisited it. Like we were just jamming around, fucking around, and like just dropped into this. It just like dropped this shit, and then we just like went back and taught it to ourselves. It happens all different kinds of ways, man. Like we really let the songs just become themselves, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, there's a lot of different ways. But you know, I'll go back like I said, like when they do happen organically. Like when we're just jamming, like with Dope, for instance, I'll be just jamming with the words and ad-libbing as they play and as they make it up. I don't know what they're gonna play. They don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't even know what I'm gonna say, and it just happens. We catch it on tape. Things will move, and that'll be usually when I have something really serious on my mind, or I have something in particular I'm trying to say. And I'll be focused on that, and I'll say it. Other times, like, I'll just be listening to the music, and I won't even necessarily say words. I'll just make vocalizations and kind of mental stat, and then later go back and listen to that and, like, apply words with the same numbers of syllables that are relevant, and so on and so forth, and write lyrics around the musical aspect of what I did. I don't know. It happens all different kinds of ways, man. There's really no formula to it.
Now, something I've noticed in y'all's tunes is y'all always employ a good bit of groove. Is that something essential to you guys' sound?
A good bit of what?
Of groove.
Of groove, yeah. People definitely call us a groove metal band, man. We have, like, that's one thing about us that I think is strong. We definitely hop into a pocket and we like to just groove it out, you know what I mean? It definitely keeps the head nodding the whole time and stuff like that. A lot of bands right now are doing, especially a lot of the popular metal, which I love. Like, some of my favorite bands are out, like, or the newer bands. Like, I fucking love Suicide Silence or fucking Chelsea Grin and other bands like that, Stick to Your Guns, shit like that. But all those bands incorporate, you know, the same kind of simple, like, minimalistic, like, straightforward, badass breakdowns. And I really love all that syncopated stuff, but nobody really, like, they only do that and then go straight to the blast, which I love, dude, and don't get me wrong, I love it. But it's, like, more of a musician's music and a real enthusiast music, something that appeals to, like, a large group of people. I want to move as many people as possible, you know what I mean? In order to do that, you kind of gotta ride that shit out, you know what I mean? And honestly, I don't give it as much thought as most people would like to think. I kind of just show up to practice, and we just happen to have that sound, you know what I mean? But I guess that's what we do.
In my opinion, I've always enjoyed bands more that had a groove to it, or a breakdown that was real groove oriented. And it always seems like the pit gets, you know, even more harder hitting when you get into a heavy groove like that.
Oh, for sure. sure, because it's something that more people can understand and appreciate, and especially when you're live and on stage and you're putting that energy out there and you're experiencing it and you're one with the experience and you're, blasting that out of yourself into the crowd and everybody's responding to it. It's a lot easier for people to pop onto a good solid groove than it is a syncopated, like, super technical breakdown that only somebody who has practiced the music is going to really appreciate and get that, which I love. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love it, and I wish everybody else was smart enough to appreciate it too, but woe is us. A good groove does its justice just the same, and I agree, man. Watching the pit get down when, it doesn't stop. That's another thing. That it keeps the pit going. Like everybody, there's never really a break that can do people, or we don't stop or go off time. And, a lot of people will say it has to do with, like, your ability to play, which is bullshit. Like, every fucking musician individually in my band is incredible, you know what I mean? So just to keep it so stupid, the old cliche-ass fucking little acronym or whatever for kids, keep it simple, stupid, and, like, it's the best approach, man. I find that it's just fun as shit, man. Share the experience with everybody else, and everybody needs to get a good groove, you know what I mean?
Right.
When it just keeps on going, the pit doesn't stop, nobody quits moving, everybody's head keeps moving, and we all get paid, have a good jolly fucking day.
Now, I remember, late 80s, early 90s, and like you said, bands like Pantera, bands like Sepultura, when it was real Sepultura, all these guys would throw these grooving-ass breakdowns, man, and, the pit was deadly, and it seems like it's starting to come back a little bit now.
Right.
Even the death metal acts are bringing it back.
I agree, 100%. They're coming back with it. And, a lot of kids that, I'm also kind of big into the electronic scene, which is kind of rare among metalheads, man. Like, a lot of people hate on the whole dubstep movement. And there's this kind of genre of music that's come out called death step that's incorporating kind of like metal style breakdown, metal music into this, like, electronic, heavy-hitting bass music. And it's super popular with everybody right now. It's honestly like, if there's a scene to be spoken for in Atlanta, it's that one. There's thousands of kids that show up to that shit and fucking throw down, and, I've been trying to incorporate mosh pits into these little fucking dancing, raving kids, whatever, and it's starting to work, and but that's definitely starting to kind of switch back over towards the metal. It sort of was kind of a cool thing, because it sort of bridged and opened a lot of kids who normally wouldn't listen to metal. It exposed them to some really heavier bands and some cooler metal, and, like, I've MC'd and actually done a lot of Throatpunch songs or remixed into these dubstep fucking songs, shit like that. It really gave metal some exposure to a larger group of people that it normally does as far as the scene, and I'm starting to notice the scene starting to pick up and grow a little bit more. It's always good to see it grow more. I'd like to see it get bigger and faster, but there's slowly but surely definitely a transition back to the Pantera, the fucking old school way of things. Like, Lamb of God is one of the fucking driving forces behind that, and hats off to him for pulling it off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without, but I agree, definitely coming back. Definitely coming back. It's outside my house. I just moved into a house for the first time, man. I've always been in, like, a high-rise or a fucking warehouse or somewhere with a gate. I've never had my own piece of property, and the coolest part about it is, dude, when Bob came over here, my guitarist brought it up, and I agree. I'm, like, utilizing it right now. You can literally just fucking whip your dick out and piss wherever the fuck you need to. You don't gotta go to the bathroom. It's your property. I love that.
Yep.
Yeah. Makes me fucking happy.
Well, congratulations on your first place, man. I mean, that's fucking
I
awesome.
don't know, and I'm still just renting, but it's fucking cool. It's the first time I've had a house instead of an apartment-style place.
You know, I can't stand living in an apartment because usually you live underneath somebody that stomps all the time, or you live on top of somebody that complains all the time.
Right, exactly. It's annoying as hell. I hate it. But, yeah, the house is where it's at. Nobody fucks with you. You're in charge of everything. It's good, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got a few more to play. Let's go ahead and let them listen to some more Throat Punch.
Yeah, dude, rock it out, man. You should have this money back left.
And
No thank you, I believe.
all right, so metalheads, you guys stick around. We're going to let you listen to Mr. Moneybags and No Thank You by Throat Punch. You're listening to Brutiful Metal Radio, and this is the Bullshit with Bob show. And we're talking to Adam from Throat Punch, and we'll be right the fuck back.
Keep bullshit.
All right, metalheads. We are back live on Brutiful Metal Radio with Bullshitting with Bob, and I have Adam from Throat Punch. And you guys just missed one hell of a belch, man.
You did, man. I got another one for you here shortly. Hold on. We'll work it out. We'll just keep talking to him. Still have I can feel it.
So
yeah, man. I'm glad you like the CD. That's cool. So you said you only heard a couple of songs. What did you think of those last couple?
oh, they fucking jam, dude. That's why I was telling Buffy, you guys are just fucking brutal, man. And I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do the review of the album. And whenever it's done, I get it posted. I'll go ahead and send you guys the link where y'all can just check it out.
That's great, man. That'd be awesome, dude.
Now let's see if I can talk Deanna into throwing y'all's links out again.
I'm sure.
Dude, it's yeah, I'll see if she knows it real quick, but I'll rattle them up. I'm supposed to do my job anyhow. But the most important one to remember is definitely the www.throatpunchmusic.com. www.throatpunchmusic.com. Not touching Facebook. You can just look Throat Punch up on Facebook. I think they'll fucking Throat Punch Music on that one as well. Then the Reverb Nation is Reverb Nation / Throat Punch Metal. You got YouTube / Throat Punch 1. MySpace / Throat Punch Music. We're on Spotify. Definitely on Spotify. All you gotta do is tap the Throat Punch. You can listen to the radio. It's kind of a cool little Facebook music listening program. You can actually follow me on Facebook personally and then listen to all my playlists on Spotify and then do a lot of like old school shit. Like honestly, I've been on a big like Caius kick, like Kai Wessa, fucking older kind of sludgier, harder rock kind of music versus the straight metal. Then I'm kind of a weird mode, but I love Spotify. We're on that shit. We're on fucking iTunes, Rhapsody, all that bullshit.
There you go.
Yowza.
Yeah, told you. Yeah, man. You can fucking find us if you want to. The internet's a fucking wonderful creation. Wonderful creation. This has been a lovely interview. I must say, this is fun. This isn't your normal interview.
I appreciate that, man. You know, it's like I told you in the beginning. I don't like doing those really rigid, like, you know, fucking grill sessions, man. I'm gonna ask you this question, and here's your response, and I'm gonna ask you the next question. I like to do a conversation.
It makes me feel all awkward. Yeah, you don't even get my real personality out in that scenario, because just by human nature, I don't know, I gotta get kind of fucking weird in those positions and say shit just to piss people off. They should have even fucking sleep. I sort of feel like I'm catching up with an old fucking friend or something I ain't spoken to in 30 shit.
Right on, brother. I appreciate that.
Got a cool, dig your style, homie.
I really appreciate that, brother.
I hope you have a shit ton of listeners.
We try.
Now, is there maybe anybody you want to plug, say any hellos to or anything like that?
Well, my mommy's not listening. I'll say hello to my sexy ass girlfriend. Fucking playing with her right now, so it doesn't even fucking matter. I definitely want to plug the whole local Atlanta music scene, man. We all bust our fucking ass. Whoever gives us any credit, you gotta shout out to fucking Legion X, you gotta shout out to Soulless Lost, man. Soulless Lost was playing with us at Halcyon Way, man. My whole band, Forged by Firehole, to death. My homie Chris, and fucking Zeraderma. There's all kinds of fucking bands. Whores is a badass fucking band. There's all kinds of bands, man. Zoroaster, fucking all these Atlanta bands, man. I already said whores. I love whores. They're the whores right now.
You almost made the wife shoot coffee out of her nose, bro.
Fucking triple up a gunfight, dude. Everybody busted their ass, man. We have set fucking eyes of porn and all this fuckers. We have a great fucking time. We all bust our ass. We all play metal. We all have a great time. When everybody shows up, we feel really great. And we're gonna keep fucking doing it, man.
That's what I like to hear.
Shout out to Tim Hurd. Everybody's always got a shout out to Tim Hurd. He's an Atlanta legend.
Right on. Now, like I was telling you though, bro, I'm recording the whole session here, and once I'm done, I'm gonna edit it, throw a bunch of pictures in with it, and pop it up on YouTube. And once it's posted up, should take me about a week. But once I put it up, I'll send you the link over to your page. Say again?
We're still in the air right now?
Oh yeah, we're still in the air right now.
How the fuck yeah, we're still in the air right now? My friends just showed up with a fuck ton of full clothes. I hang out with some fucking hippies though. Look at these hippie crazy fuckers. Weirdos. Anyway. Hell yeah, that sounds cool. So I'll be able to go back in like a week and get on YouTube and listen to myself because the radio
You're making a nice little movie out of it.
If that's not egotistical, I don't know what is, but I'm gonna do it.
Right on. But yeah, when I get done, editing and everything, like I said, I'm gonna take a bunch of y'all's band pictures and logos and kind of make like a little movie out of the interview. And
oh, fuck yeah, that'll be cool as shit.
Whenever I get it popped up, man, I'll go with.
Next time you need to FaceTime me, man, 'cause I got that little FaceTime shit on my iPhone or whatever. We could like FaceTime and you like see my face and my fat ass and my dreadlock like nasty, and it's like all the different kinds of species of bugs and lizards that go forth from my dreadlock.
Right on.
Pretty cool.
So we'll have to get that one.
I like the Newcastle.
But yeah, man. Like I said, once I'm done, I'll throw it up. Put the links on your page and spread it out, man. Let everybody come here. Those that couldn't make it in tonight,
Fuck yeah, man.
they can always catch
Thanks for
up.
having me, man. It was a pleasure, dude.
Well, look, bro, I really appreciate you being around and coming and talking and sharing what Throatpunch is about. Big time.
Oh yeah, dude, totally, man.
Come back
Man,
anytime.
just guide all your listeners, man, to throatpunchmusic.com, man. That's our main thing. You can buy any fucking thing you want. You get our music, you get our news, you get our shows, all that shit. And we're doing that cancer care benefit again, man. That's coming up soon. That's October 6th up at the 120 Music Hall in Marietta.
Right on.
It's the Halcyon Way as the headliner, and that's like really important because it's a cancer care benefit. Band Soulless Lost in it for sure. It's definitely playing that I just had mentioned. Another bunch of locals that hold it down are going to be there.
And this says metalheads
I
aren't
love you guys not being a dick for not mentioning you. I'm just still prepared. You guys know me. Anyways. But yeah, that's all that bullshit. Thanks for having me, seriously, dude. That's fucking fun.
Well, like I said, man, thanks for taking the time out and talking with us and everything.
Did you get a tag?
And just stay on the phone for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more tunes up.
Okay.
And let's see, I got some Hellstar coming up, and some Brian Posehn, and who knows what's else.
Can you do me a favor, man? Can you play me one song, dude?
What is that?
Can you play me From Womb to Waste by fucking Dying Fetus? Drop that Adam chicken in there.
Let me see if I got some of that.
Womb to Waste by Dying Fetus. Or play Unanswered by Suicide Sign. I like that too.
Oh, who was that one more time?
That might be presumptuous and obnoxious, but who cares? Presumptuous and obnoxious.
No, I don't have any Dying Fetus in here.
Fuck it. Who needs this request?
I've got Death.
Play Kylesa. Yeah, Kylesa.
Let's see. No, I don't.
How about ISIS? These are all bands that I'm heavily into, and they're totally different than the kind of music I play, but they're fucking heavy and they're cool and they're dark as shit.
Dude, I wish I was bewitched so I could twinkle my nose and get every piece of music all at once. Cause it's so hard to do.
That's Buffy babbling in the background, by the way.
Right on.
Let's
Fuck,
see.
Man, play whatever the fuck you want. Play some New Millennium Cyanide Grind by Meshuggah. I know you got Meshuggah.
We did it one time.
That's on Dee's computer.
Oh, that's on Vixen's computer, not on ours. She has to share it with me. Let's see what I do have. Are you into some old death metal?
Yep, good.
Let's see what we got in here. I've got some Obituary, Malevolent, Immolation.
I want to hear Obituary. Play any song by Obituary and I'll be happy.
Alrighty. We got Obituary.